Let's get ready. So this is a free-to-play upgrade of the deck. So that means that with some common and uncommon wild cards, you'll be able to increase the efficiency of the deck. So what I added here to this deck, which I'll just go over the cards that I added. Dusk Wielder, creature, he's a berserker, he's 1 mana. Basically what I did to this deck was just lower some of the creature costs and keeping some of them that are like, that you can sacrifice, basically. So this one, he has a boast ability. This is from the Strixhaven set. So his boast ability, you can activate it once that he's attacking. So you'll see this in action. I'll put it in the gameplay for sure. You can boast him for 1, and he deals 1 damage to target opponent, and you gain 1 life. So this is really good to get around, especially near the end game when the opponent might have 1 or 2 life left. This can be something really handy. We have the Serrated Scorpion. I traded in the Serrated Scorpion for the woman who's dying there. And anyways, she's 2 mana, he's 1 mana. I just feel like this is better value. What this deck is going for a quick kill without really going into, not too deep into the long game. So we got Village Rites in case we want to sacrifice anything and we need to draw cards. Then we got Infuriate, which this is already in the deck, along with Village Rites. I added the Bloodsky Berserker. This Berserker right here costs only 2 mana, and whenever you cast your second spell, whether it be a creature, sorcery, instant, whatever, he gets 2+1 counters on him. Plus it gains Menace, which is really good, and which works well with the Elite Headhunter, which, or actually with this guy that I added. This guy, I also added him. He's a Menace human warrior creature. Each creature you control with Menace can be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. So I like that. Pretty good synergy. The Discordant Piper. When Discordant Piper dies, create a 0/1 white goat creature token, which is good for sacrificing. We have Heartless Act, which is already in the deck. The Piper of the Swarm, pretty good card. Skyclave Shade, I added him in just in case for millers, if ever we encounter a mill deck. If ever they mill Skyclave Clave, well, when you drop a mana, a landfall is gonna proc, and you can basically re-summon Skyclave Shade from your graveyard. So this can be really handy against mill decks. And he also has a kicker effect where you spend an extra 3 mana, and he comes in at 5/3. Pretty good. This we kept the same. Elspeth's Nightmare, I think, is a really good card in this deck because it allows us to destroy flying targets with power 2 or less, or any target. And the second part of the scroll is saga is you can discard a card from the player's hand, and the third one exiles the opponent's graveyard, which is really good. Wolf Strider is already in there. I went over the Sonoros. So basically that's all the changes really made to the deck. I think I took out some mana. I put the mana down to 22. I'm not sure if it actually originally comes that way. So our mana average here is 2.1. We got 22 lands. Pretty good, pretty good. I think this is going to be a very good deck. Save and exit. I'm going to take this out into Mythic, to Mythic Ranked, to show you how this performs. Now, I think this deck should be able to get you into Mythic. How well is it going to do once you're there is probably your mileage may vary, but it'll probably get you to Mythic. Like I said, this is a deck where you want to destroy the opponent within, like, you don't want the battle to go on for too long. That's basically the main idea behind this deck. So this is like a pretty good opening hand. We got some removal. We have two shade Skyclave Shades. It's pretty nice. The mana looks all right. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I am not going to complain. We're not too worried about our opponent, you know, taking out our Skyclave. So I mean, like, we're just gonna drop him here in case he has any removal, which he probably does, because red is why. Because red mana is why. So we're going to see what's going to happen here. Oh, we got a nice card there. So this is going to make it quite interesting. We're going to do this. And I'm going to put the other the Skyclave Shade, just to try to really put the opponent into a corner here. So you can see the new cards already coming in, and we're gonna get to see how they work. You see, so we're not too worried about that really, because you know, I just drop a land, and oh yeah, okay. Well, yeah, that's a problem because he exiled our cards, so that's not great. I forgot that was a thing. Okay, so again, you know, Mythic, you know, there's a lot of good cards out there, and this is a free-to-play deck, so I mean, we're not gonna, you know, ask for miracles here, but we'll try to do our best. You know, that's as good as you can do sometimes. For some reason, things don't work. I probably should have kept a Skyclave Shade in my hand there. That was probably a little bit too aggressive. Sort of forgot about the wipes and stuff. But hopefully we can get away with it. So we have some more removal, and let's do Death Touch. Yeah, I probably want to keep this for later. You can see that the mana, you know, probably 21 mana, 21 mana is probably really optimal, and you can add maybe, well, I mean, you know, you can add a Kroxa. You know, a Kroxa, a Kroxa is a really good card, because I wouldn't go too heavy on the Kroxas, but like, I mean, maybe, you know what? I think I'm going to discard my card here. I think I'm going to try and go for something else. And yeah, okay. Well, I mean, it's whatever. And yeah, again with the mana. So like, yeah, I probably go 21 mana would probably be optimal. And you know, 21 mana. Maybe add in a Kroxa if you can. Also, what would probably be interesting could be like, I don't know what the opponent is really doing though. Very strange. Very strange hand. So. Huh. Okay. Well, he's attacking. He creates a treasure token. Huh. I don't think... Okay, so he's going to use Defiant Strike. He's going to draw a card. And he's going to create another treasure token. Okay. So that gives him some mana. We're not doing too bad, though. We're not too shabby. Especially if I would have kept that Skyclave. I think I would have been way, way better off right now. If that Skyclave would have gotten exiled, would have been pretty cool. So, he's definitely looking for a card. I don't know what he could be possibly looking for, but it's definitely an interesting play here from the opponent. Okay, he's gonna try to, yeah, he's gonna probably go for the one hit with the show of confidence. He's gonna have a whole bunch of counters here. Since that was how many spells? Yeah, he's probably gonna hit. Is that lethal? I think that might be lethal. That's gonna be quite a few counters there, but I'm not quite sure if it'll be lethal. I think it'll be. We might be left with like 3 life here, maybe. But he's gonna create more treasure tokens, which is gonna create more cards, and if he has another show of confidence, that could be a big problem. So he's at 6, then he'll 7, 8, 9, and 10. And he'll do the same thing probably again. So you can see why it's definitely very important to have that, to kill your opponent as soon as possible, because usually the meta decks are going to be a lot more like they run deep, you know, so that's sort of the thing. So I think yeah, that was interesting. Okay, so I don't know, there's a problem with it. So we obviously can't win here, but what does this one do? Okay, yeah. But it was a nice try. I mean, you know, we did our best, and we got close. You know, that's what really counts. Again, if I would have kept a Skyclave in hand, it would have probably been a better move instead of putting out both of them. So if we wouldn't have gotten exiled, I think it would have been a great play. So we're just gonna end the game here and good game. Pretty cool mechanic from the opponent, though, I gotta say. Also, instead of Fire Prophecy, probably, I don't know if a Shock would be better or a Heated Debate, I'm thinking. Heated Debate, or what's the other one? Ingenious something? Ingenious Ignition or something like that, where you could learn, deals 3 damage, but I think Heated Debate might actually be the better card here, because Heated Debate would allow us to, it can't be countered, so that's a huge difference right there. I mean, the card drawing is nice, but again, like, I don't think, if you really want to up in ranks and tiers, well then, like, I think the best way to go about it is just to really try to win at the early match and make this deck really into aggro. So again, you know, we got him down to 9. Could have probably got him down a little lower. You know, I mean, you can't be shy about sacrificing the Skyclave Clave. So I mean, like, that's a big thing. You know, once that you have the mana to put him back in with a kicker, and you have a mana for the landfall, I mean, you know, it takes some planning, and maybe a bit of getting used to, but I mean, this is way better. I mean, we almost had that opponent, and you know, I made a mistake by putting out all of my Skyclaves, but this is a pretty good deck. I think it should be able to reach Mythic without too much hassle. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you know, I hope you get to Mythic, or whatever you want to do. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Love ya.